Hi everybody, Trisha here from A Glittery Life with VivaGlam Magazine. I am so excited to be doing this collaboration video with VivaGlam Magazine, and I have a really cool product review for you today. Thanks to the folks over at Smashbox Studios for sending over some really cool products. I've loved trying these out, and I'm wearing them all today, and so I'm going to talk about them. I want to first talk about this. This is the CC cream. This is the Smashbox Camera Ready CC cream with a broad spectrum SPF 30 in it, and I'm using light to medium. I have this on today. I've been wearing it all day long, and you know, this is really interesting because, you know, I've kind of stayed off the BB cream bandwagon. I love a good tinted moisturizer, and I love the coverage that you can get with a tinted moisturizer if you build it up, and I just haven't quite like found that BB creams are really that great for my skin or that buildable. So I was really curious to try the CC cream for Smashbox. Smashbox is a great line, has really cool products. Obviously, you know I cannot live without my Smashbox lash primer. You hear me talk about that all the time. But I do want to talk a little bit about what a CC cream does. So Smashbox says that their CC cream primes, protects, and perfects. So it moisturizes, brightens skin, evens out complexion. It has the SPF 30 in it, which I've already mentioned. It fades sunspots, dark spots, acne, scarring, you name it. So this is a color correcting, is what the CC stands for, color correcting cream. And I really actually did feel like it brightened up my skin today. You know, I've been complaining about the dull skin. I've been using the vitamin C serum, all that kind of stuff, but I actually did feel like it brightened up my skin today. Now, I am wearing this alone and not with a foundation, and probably for me, for my preference, it's not enough coverage. I actually really like a more like full coverage, like foundation base for my face. Even though my skin's good, it's pretty clear. I do feel like my skin's a little bit, sometimes can tend to be a little bit blotchy. It's not a very even tone, and so I love the way I can get a really even tone. But if I was probably just on vacation or just wanting to really like easy, if I was going to just be running around town, this actually would be a great product to use. And now I spent half the day with this on my face and didn't set it with any sort of powder, just kind of let it. I wanted to see how it wore. I wanted to see if it would kind of sit on top of my skin or if it would get uneven. And actually it did pretty well. I didn't reapply anything, but I did a couple hours ago when I got home, I did put MAC Prep and Prime over the top of it just to kind of set it. And I feel like that's actually a better way for me to wear this would be with a setting powder. You know, I have the combination skin, normal to oily. If you have dry skin, you're probably not going to need to set this, and it would give you a really pretty luminescent, like dewy finish while brightening your skin as well. So, you know, this is a $42 product. You're getting a full ounce. I'm going to say that I actually liked this. With the BB creams that I tried, I felt like they just sat on top of my skin and they didn't have any like last to them. I wouldn't necessarily call this a long wear product, but you know, I put it on at least 8 hours ago and I feel like it's doing pretty well still. Like I said, I did just touch up with, you know, setting powder a couple hours ago, and then actually right before just retouched my blush for this video, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. So, you know, overall the packaging is easy to use. It comes out, it doesn't come out too much. I applied it this morning with my beauty blender, and felt like that was a pretty good, with a wet beauty blender, felt like that was a pretty good way to do it. And I actually applied 2 coats because I was trying to use it more like a foundation and less like a primer. Now, if I was using this as a primer, I would just apply 1 really thin coat and then I would put my foundation on over that, which according to the reviews, people love using it that way. So you're still getting the brightening benefits, you're still getting the skin benefits, but you also then can pair it with a long wear foundation. So overall, I actually think it's a pretty good product, and I'm excited to continue to use it and to see some other ways to use it. So yeah, way to go Smashbox on the CC cream. I might be a CC cream believer. We'll see. Okay, up next I want to talk about what I have on my cheeks. So I have 2 different things. I am using the Halo Longwear Blush. These are 2 ounces or 2.0 grams, not 2 ounces. That would be a lot of blush. And I have 2 different colors that I'm using. I'm using bronze and I'm using blissful. And I'm using bronze actually for my bronzer instead of using a bronzer today, and instead of contouring, I just used the bronze powder blush as my like bronzer to really warm up my face and to take it down my neck, to warm up my neck a little bit and match my neck kind of more with my chest. Now this is they say that this is a luminous lit from within flush with long wear staying power. And I'm gonna have to say this does have long wear staying power. I actually went to the beach, I went hiking, I did a bunch of stuff today already, and I am gonna say this has got some long wear. The only reason why I reapplied blush after I set it with the Prep and Prime for MAC is because I kind of wanted to brighten it back up. I felt like the Prep and Prime kind of like just kind of dulled the color down a little bit, and I wanted this more of a poppy blush for this Blissful. Now I will say that this packaging is a little bit tough. I like the way it looks. It stacks really nice in this round container, but it is not as practical as I would like as far as product goes. Now I'm gonna, so you can see that that's what it is. And this top, it has a grinder so you can grind off the right amount of product, but you can see all around it, it's got product coming out of it. I didn't feel like I could, if I tapped my brush off, I felt like product went everywhere, which that's kind of a bummer. So I'm not quite sure about the packaging per se, but the product I love. And I'm gonna swatch this for you. I'm gonna pick some up here. So you can see that's a pretty good bronze. Not necessarily, they consider this a blush, and it's pretty, but I definitely would put this more in the sculpting like category for color wise, but it's really beautiful, and I actually felt like it warmed up my face really, really well and really natural, and there's no shimmer to it, so that automatically puts it on the like top shelf for bronzer for me. I really love a bronzer without shimmer, and that's hard to find, and so I really like it. And it kind of actually going on has more of like a peachy tone to it. Let me see if I can get you another like darker swatch so that you can really kind of see that like peachy mid-tone bronze to it. So would be tough for my skin tone because I'm so fair. Would be tough to wear that as a blush, but as a bronzer it's really beautiful. So, and it definitely has some staying power because I did not reapply that, and I still feel like I've got a warm, you know, contoured face. So next is Blissful, same thing, their Halo Long Wear Blush, and I love this color. You know, I love blush, and I was able to sort of contain the inside of this one a little bit better. So, but this is a really, really pretty, like raspberry, almost like a little raspberry, like bright sorbet color. And so let me swatch this for you so you can see how pretty this is. Now, these are very blendable. That was one of the things that I really liked about this product. When I was putting it on, I could build it or I could really buff it into the skin. So you can see that right there. Really, really pretty color. And it kind of just reminds me of summer. A little bit different than some of the other colors that I have right now that I've been loving a lot this summer, but I really, really liked it. You know what, let me tell you too that these are $24, and I think it's probably a lot of packaging or a lot of product in here, but it is a big package. So, and I like that it's loose. I don't typically use a loose blush or a loose contour bronzer, but I actually kind of did like that. Once I got the hang of it, I kind of needed to really like figure out how to tap it off my brush and, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm much more used to using a loose shadow or pigment and not necessarily loose on my face. So, but I did like it, and I really like the colors, and they have 6 different colors of those. And I should have said too that with the CC creams, they've got 5 different shades ranging from light to dark. So they do actually have a relatively good range on those. So, and then the last product that I want to review from Smashbox is their eyeshadow trio. This is their Photoshop eyeshadow trio, and this is in Litho with Wheat, Hazelnut, and Ebony as the colors. Cute. I love the packaging actually of this. Really user-friendly, easy to use, and small, very compact. This actually would be a great size for my purse or for my gym bag or for my makeup essentials that's in my car so that I am never caught without makeup. And now this is going to be a great little quad, or a great little trio. Almost called it a quad. That would mean I couldn't count. This is going to be a great little trio for kind of a neutral smoky eye. Now, the way I have this worn is I have Wheat, oops, maybe this is Hazelnut. I've got Hazelnut, sorry, which is this kind of lighter color. I've got Hazelnut all over my lid. I've got Wheat all through my crease. And then I have ebony as a liner on top and then halfway through the bottom. And well, I would typically, these are the only 3 things that I used on my eye today, shadow wise, and typically I would probably mix some other warmer colors in with this. I will say that these have they're highly pigmented. They've got some great staying power. Those are the swatches right there with just one little pass through, nothing major, and you can really kind of see them. But what I do like about this could be a great day to evening trio to use. So right now I have definitely a day look on, but what I could do is take a crease brush and put it in that ebony and really smoke out that crease, really bringing more of that ebony in my like lining my lower lash line, and I could really smoke this out for an evening look without having to change my shadow and without having to add a ton. And you know, honestly, my best secret for a smoky eye is to layer it with brown, and to put brown down first and then bring in the black so it's not so harsh and it has a much warmer look to it. So I actually think this is a great product. I really like their shadows, and I'm really impressed with how long they lasted. They didn't crease. I'm 8 hours in, no creasing, and highly pigmented. So overall, I'm gonna give Smashbox a B+ on all 3 of all 3 of these products together. And with my favorite product definitely being the Halo Longwear Blush in Blissful. Really, really beautiful color. Like I said, kind of that raspberry sorbet, and definitely gonna find myself reaching for this summer. And you know, I'm gonna keep giving this CC cream some airtime. I'm going to try it a bunch of different ways and see what I come up with. So you'll probably hear me talk about this again, but anyway, overall, good job, Smashbox. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to VivaGlam Magazine here on YouTube, and go over to the VivaGlam Magazine website for more information and a little write-up about these products, and for some more videos in the future from me in collaboration with A Glittery Life and VivaGlam Magazine. Have a great day.